What's up, guys? Hello, class.
Hey class, I'm Anton,
And I'm Kira.
and today we'll be covering West African Vodun.
Vodun is commonly mistaken for being a polytheistic religion, but really it's a monotheistic religion. Those who practice Vodun worship spirits that are loyal to the creator god Mau. Vodun goes back to the 18th and 19th century, and Vodun literally means spirits.
Vodun can be rooted to the 18th and 19th century Dahomey, which occupies modern-day countries such as Benin, Togo, and Nigeria. Due to the fact that many European countries such as Britain and Portugal had colonized West Africa, this had forced many of the Vodun practitioners to move to Haiti, which is one of the most populated places for Vodun work.
Voduns believe that everything happens for a reason. Things just don't happen randomly. No event in life is its own. Everything is connected in some way, shape, or form. Life and death are just one big continuous cycle. People who practice Vodun believe that Maui created the whole world. He created everything, therefore everything is sacred. Although, today, they believe that Maui just sits back and watches the world play out.
Though Vodun is a monotheistic religion, there are many spirits and deities that are also worshipped. These spirits and deities are known as Laos, and almost act as saints to those who follow Vodun. They have the power over nature, wealth, and emotions of mortals, and are often asked for help by those who are in need. Many of these spirits have the power to take control of different objects or even people themselves. This is known as animism. Many of those who follow Vodun believe that these objects or people are to be worshipped as they are controlled by these Laos or spirits. In this photo here, you can observe that these are some of the symbols that have to correlate with the spirits and deities that are worshipped by those of Vodun. Many of these are carved in the walls to summon these spirits for help. Another important thing to know is how Vodou rituals are misconceived. They're not a mere fact to show violence or anger as a way to get in contact with their spirits or deities. Many of these rituals are performed to help those in need or are sick or about to die.
African masks often represent a spirit, and it is strongly believed that the spirit of the ancestors possesses the wearer. They wear this ceremonial clothing to honor the Laos, and those who participate in the ceremonies are entitled to wear certain ceremonial clothing. White clothing for Rada ceremonies, red clothing for Petro ceremonies, and different color combinations for other different events. The aprons were a homage to the slaves and houseworkers and hairdressers that brought us and shared with us their beautiful religion. We also honor the Laos in wearing these aprons and headscarves. During these ceremonies, the Lao prophesizes, heals, cleanses, and blesses people, and assists them in resolving their issues. During these ceremonies, drumming, singing, and dancing is the norm. After the prai is conducted, the drums start to beat, the congregation starts to sing, and dance for the Lao. Throughout the ceremony, which will last many hours, each of the Lao will be sung for ceremonially until they have all been sung for. Many of them will be ritualistically saluted in certain ways and poured libations. The congregation, as well as all the guests, will be given food to eat that has been blessed by the Lao. A mambo is a voodoo priestess. Mambos do not receive a regular salary by an agency, church, or organization. The mambo earns his or her own money as they work for others, helping others, working for clients, etc. These public ceremonies are usually free of charge, and it is the mambo giving the ceremony who pays for it or bears all the expense.
Items on the altar that would be used in these rituals include objects that have symbolic meaning. candles, food, money, amulets, ritual necklaces, ceremonial rattles, pictures of Catholic saints, bottles of rum, bells, flags, drums, and sacred stones. These objects have symbolic value to them because, in order to greet the Laos and let them enter the world of humanity. Another topic that needs to be discussed is how animals are treated in these rituals. Animals, in the eyes of Vodun worshippers, are very sacred. It is misconceived when animals are killed in homage to Laos of Vodun. In larger ceremonies, they are an offering to the Lao in gratefulness for what they are blessed with. When animals are killed, the priests or priestesses drink the blood in order to feed the spiritual bodies and Laos, almost as a cycle of passing energy from one to another. In these ceremonies, there are two main types of Laos that are called upon. As mentioned before, there are the Radha Laos and Petro Laos. The Radha Lao mainly serve to be the good spirits that are called upon. They are mainly associated to help with the healing of a loved one or simply asking for help in times of need. On the other hand, there are the Petro Lao, who are more violent and have powers of defensive and offensive magic. Petro Laos are usually called upon in order to obtain justice for someone who has been wronged. Petro Laos are mainly associated with human possession and almost act as horses to these spirits. This next clip is an example of what a Petro ceremony would look like. All the people are wearing white, and you may notice that there are many people dancing and chanting and singing. Also, there are a few people speaking about why they've come to this ceremony and their experiences during it.
C'est pour nous glorifier en l'honneur de loi. C'est la gloire en l'honneur de loi qui est dans la cour. Well, I'm here because I've been coming here, and every time I'm in Haiti, Souverainance is calling me. It's not that I planned it, it just happened. I found myself here. I don't know why I'm here. I just came here.
Though Vodun or Voodoo may be misinterpreted or even looked down upon in our current generation, it is a beautiful religion that shows the pastimes of African culture and tradition.